Today, I'm taking small and cute horror monsters and upgrading them to their ultimate Lego version. Starting with, Slide Eater is a playground slide with a mouth. So let's build him out of Lego. Let's use this Squid Game set here. Now let's build the tube-shaped slide, then let's attach the ladder. Now let's add it to the playground and we're done. Wait, where are his teeth? Let's test if he will eat this minifig. Total fail. To improve this, I bought an actual meat grinder, which reminds me of the Slide Eater already. Now let's upgrade it with a slide coming into the deadly spiral. For the slide, I'll build it out of Legos. First, the main part with the sides, then the ladder, made of ladders. Wow, it looks so good. The slide to a deadly spiral is ready to action, but the real slide has teeth at the end of the slide. To make that, let's use some Play-Doh for the gums and then add the sharp teeth. First the top jaw and finally the lower jaw. He came out insane. Compared to the real thing, this is even scarier. Let's test it. For that, I have this excited participant. He just wants to use a kid slide. Whee! Oh no, it's a Slide Eater! So comment fast if you want him to survive. He has no chance, this guy. OMG, he's been torn to shreds. But still rocking a smile. Way to go, dude. Next up is Sandworm. This guy is crazy scary because he's the size of the Empire State Building. Let's make him from these parts here. Now for the mouthpiece, I'll use this donut piece. And done. He's so tiny and cute. Dude is not scary like the real thing at all. To make him big and scary, we're gonna need so many parts. So I stacked these bricks into this huge circle and built it segment by segment. Then I made his mouth. Then let's stick it here and he's done. OMG, this guy is absolutely insane. To test him, I'll take this sand container and hide him inside of it. Now this is a scene straight from Dune movie. Bridgeworm gotta be the most disgusting creature out there. He's oily, evil, and hides under the bridge. Speaking of bridges, here's one that I made earlier. Let's check underneath it for a worm. And we've got it. Wait, this is a real worm, but he's not slimy or evil looking. So we kinda need to help little bro out because he looks like he can be beaten by anyone. To fix that, I'll build a huge mech bridgeworm. Let's build its huge head. Wow, this guy looks bonkers, but how is the worm gonna pilot it? To fix that, I'll use this hatch here. Nice, this thing looks a lot better now. But wait, how's the worm gonna control the mech? He just keeps bumping into places. To fix that, he'll need a control console that every mech has. To build it, I'll use these screen parts here. And for steering, he's getting a wheel. Stick everything back together and we're done. OMG, Bridgeworm mech is the coolest thing ever. Let's build SCP-173. This guy only moves when you're not looking at him. Okay, let's start building with legs, then the arms, and finally, wait, where is his head? Because he kinda looks like a small potato, I bought a bunch of them. Let them loose. Which potato should I use? This one is too fat, this one is too small. This one looks about right. Let's wash him first. Now for the face, I'll paint his mouth red and with these weird black holes. Anyway, for the eyes, I'll use these green studs here and black studs here. And now stick it on the body. And we're done. This guy came out so unreal, even weirder than the real thing. But he's not out of Lego. To fix that, I'll use this regular dude minifigure. Now let's make him longer. Great! For the head, I'll cut this guy's head in half and make it longer by gluing another headpiece in between. Let's add the longer legs and okay, he has the shape now. Let's spray paint it. I'll do his facial details now. The red part and the 4 eyes. He came out so cursed, it's unreal. Let's put both versions side by side. Aw, they kinda have a cursed family reunion. Next is Siren Head. It's 40-foot tall creature with sirens for a head that lures people by imitating sounds. To make him, I'm going to use this Groot minifig because he kind of is made out of wood. To make the Siren Head's head, I'll take Kinger's knockoff minifig and steal his head. Then I'm going to pop off Groot's head and replace it with his instead. For the sirens, I'll remove the Kinger's eyes and put these speaker parts instead of them. He looks so scary already. Let's test if he can scare this minifig.
I'm scared.
Massive L's. This siren head is not scary at all. Let's improve him by building a massive version from these parts here. Connect the legs to the platform, then let's attach the torso and those long, creepy hands. He's almost ready, so the final step is adding the sirens on the head. This guy came out insane. A lot more scary than the real thing, and especially better than Groot. Now we need to test who's louder, this SpongeBob minifig or Siren Head. Because Siren Head has the sirens, and SpongeBob has this annoying sound he makes. OMG, can someone shut the SpongeBob? He clearly wins. Sea Eater is this huge sea creature that can swallow a whole ship. And I'm gonna build this insane huge version of Sea Eater. But before I show him to you, let's build a small version from this shark minifigure. Let's make his gaping mouth now by cutting it in half with a Dremel. Let's remove the happy face from the helmet and let's add this long black headpiece. Now the top piece helmet is not connected to the bottom. To fix that, I'll use some Play-Doh. I'll shape it like that and we're done. He kinda looks like a Soy Jack meme. But this little bro is way too small. He can't swallow a ship, let alone a minifig. To fix that, I'll use some bricks here for the insane long arm. Now we have the body. Now he kinda reminds him of a tunnel. Doesn't go hard enough. To fix that, I'll use these bricks here to shape the mouth. Fix the legs that we made earlier, and done. This dude came out amazing. I wouldn't want to meet him in the sea. Speaking of the sea, since he's a sea creature, I'll use this aquarium to simulate him in the water. I'll place it on top of the water and it floats. Well, not really. Let's see if he can eat an entire ship. Not quite, but A+ for effort. Next, I really want to make a deer eater. He's like Wendigo from 99 Nights in the Forest, but bigger. To make him, I'll search the 99 Nights set I've got from earlier for the Wendigo dude. Here he is between the trees. Look at this dude. He's scary already. But this version is a noob version. We need to improve him to a pro version and then finally into a titan. For the pro version, I'll take our little bro and say bye-bye. Now for the legs, I'll build it from these parts and put them on this ripped torso. He stands all funny now and can't balance whatsoever. So let's give him a long set of hands like in the original. Let's put the head on top. Look at him. What is he so happy about? But the original has huge antlers. To add them, I'll use these parts here and stick the antlers on top of its head. Stop the count. This guy looks like from a kid's show, not scary at all. To improve that, I'll make a Titan version. Here's the tunnel mouth. Then let's give him big arms, the ears, the antlers, and finally the huge red eyes. But why do the antlers look so tiny? He looks so goofy with them. To make them, let's use real tree branches for the antlers. This boy came out amazing. Definitely the best out of 3 versions. Next, we're doing the cartoon cat. He kinda looks like an even more cursed cat now. So I was walking down the road and saw all of these lights. Wow, look at all the candles. Is this for Halloween? What's this little goofy grave? This gives me an idea. Glad I brought my gardening shovel. Let's dig for a bit. Oh look, a tiny coffin. I'll take that. Back at the office, let's see what's inside. A bunch of bone parts. Alright, let's glue this to this and this to this. Ta-da! We got a Grim Reaper. Get it? But he's still not a cartoon cat because he can't stretch like that. Let's melt this minifigure in the frying pan. Man, this is taking a while. OMG, it turned into a goo. You can't build anything out of goo. That's a massive L, chat. I need to do one better and build the real thing from Lego. For that, I'll take these parts here and stick everything together. And finally, let's stick its head. And we're done. This came out insane, but the original has this slimy texture to it. To make it, I'll get it? I'll pour the goo we made earlier on top of it. And done. This gotta be the scariest build ever. Another deep sea monster I really want to make is a kraken. This guy gives me trypophobia. Let's see what we can make it from. This? Maybe this. Oh, this looks good. Nah. Oh yeah, Squidward will do. He looks kind of boring, so to fix that, I'll grab a couple official Lego Squid minifigs and cut the tentacles off one by one. Now let's glue the tentacles on Squidward. And we're done. Is it me or this guy came out looking like a hipster with a beard? Real Kraken is seriously huge. We have to replicate that in Lego. I'll use a bunch of parts of the tentacles and then let's make the body. I'll attach these pieces together to create his face and these smaller parts for the top of the head. All is left are his tentacles. Let's stick them together and we're done. Whoa, he turned out so amazing. Compared to Squidward minifig, the real Kraken just knocks it out of the park. Alright, let's test the real pirate ship against the Kraken build. Kraken just nuked the pirate ship. Let's build the ultimate analog monster using the parts from the previous build. I don't know about you, but this looks like a buffet table. I'll attach the teeth to the legs first. Then let's turn Bridgeworm into a tongue. I'll make it deadly with this sandworm's head. In the horn's stead, I'll attach the siren head siren. Let's add the tentacle and give it cartoon cat head. And more tentacles. This is absolute nightmare fuel. Let's see what Berber Patapim is up to. Forest footage, big toad, but once he was just Pomino, a regular Italian monkey. He peeled bananas. He was happy until Dr. Robotnik arrived. He wanted a new type of soldier, something wild. He grabbed Pomino by the tail and threw him into the lab. Now let's recreate his experiment in Lego because for 7 weeks straight, Pomino was stretched, poked, injected with bark fluid and tree DNA. His legs swelled like baguettes, and worst of all, they implanted a sound chip in his brain. Every 2 seconds, burr, 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 over and over. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't think, only burr, burr. Here we go, we've made Berber Patapim. And then one night, he snapped. He kicked the lab door open with one giant foot. The test tube shattered, but Robotnik was ready for this event. And to save his lab, he deployed a mobile flamethrower unit, which is me with a blowtorch, and completely melted down. He's on fire, let's keep going till he's no more. Whoa, this turned into proper fire, let's extinguish it. Looks like he turned to ashes. I approve this message. Bombadiro Crocodilo. But before the war crimes, he was just Crocodilinho. Back then, he lived in a quiet swamp. He was small. One day, his brother, Gusini Bombabini, bombed the home swamp. His wings were made of steel. His eyes were full of war. In the chaos, Crocodilinho lost everything. His family, his dreams. This was the start of the first Croco-Avian War. And so, let's build him out of Lego, with Lego pieces and engines and other stuff. He became Bombardiro, the first amphibious bomber Croc. He turned out great, I think. Later, for his crimes against humanity, he was caught and tried. Let's simulate how he dies. Since he was found guilty of all charges, his sentence was being taped to a car tire and driven around the town. Now that the prisoner is secured, let's drive him to his doom. Looks like he's not flying so well. Let's take it off. Ugh, he's now melted to the tire. Here we go. Crocodiro Bombardiro served his sentence. I think we lost a bunch of parts somewhere around the drive. Was this appropriate punishment? Leave a comment below. Glorbo Fruto Drillo, heist mastermind. Before he was known as one, he was just Glorbo, the smooth-talking brother of Bombortro Crocodilo, and when he grew up, he was the Glorbo Fruto Drillo. Let's make him out of Lego. I'll use these spare parts, going to hollow them out and then shape them onto the Croc's body. Surely this will be easy. Guys, you have no clue how long this was to make, and I'm not even finished. I bet my neighbors think I opened a dentist shop. Here's it spinning round. Was it even worth it? I wanted to paint it, but I'm really not gonna. Let's roll with this and say we did it. Glorbo Fruto Drillo. But let's see how he died. At that time, he was still broke and he hatched a plan. The plan was simple. Get in, take the piggy bank, get out of the Squid Game with the loot. He had an accomplice, Bonica Imbalabu. Everything went smoothly until the betrayal. The guards swarmed them and Glorbo made one last effort to escape, but was quickly cornered. Bonica ratted him out. Squid Game Doll decided to get rid of him by throwing him straight into a chemical bath, which is pure death. Squid Game Doll pushes him into the acid. He's melting away in the toxic fumes. I believe he's in so much pain. I think he got what he deserved. Oh, now we're doing Trollalero Trollala, a shark with Nike sneakers. But he wasn't always a legend. Back then, he was a poor fish that had no money and no drift. It was helpless and sad until one day his evil cousin Sparficio Battagliero showed up and wanted to feed him for his pet Yarnaby. Let's do his feet now. I'm gonna go haywire and use a bunch of bricks for his mean-looking boots. I'll glue them onto his fins, including the back as well, and we're done! Sparficio Battagliero in the flesh. He approaches the helpless Trollolero Trollala and kicks him to his pet Yarnaby. Oh no! Yarnaby sees him as a bait. Poor Trollolero. He barely survived the event. Trollolero Trollala decided he would train hard and to beat his evil cousin, so he took Nike sneakers to enhance his aerodynamics, and here we go. He looks so awesome. And in return, he became the fastest brain rot animal ever. And now let's see how he died. Poor Trollolero Trollala affiliated himself with the wrong crowd. That is the Crocs in the Second Croco-Avian War. That's why he got caught and will get shot in the back with this Nerf gun. Let's go back to Trollala, who awaits his final judgment. Say goodbye. Boom, he just got obliterated. Now, let's see what Lirali Lorilla is up to. Cactus Elephant. But before all that, Lirali was just a lonely cactus elephant. Soon, the Second Croco-Avian War started, and she was forced to leave home because she witnessed her parents burn alive. So she chose the path of justice, which made her wander the dunes for 40 years. Tempted by the devil, she refused the temptation and found her way out by swearing to get revenge on Bombardiro Crocodilo. Let's create this elephant out of Lego. I'll use this figure, then I'll use some Play-Doh. After getting the rough shape, I'll detail the body to resemble the cactus like so. This is what we end up with. Now, let's do the sandals. I'll use this brown Play-Doh and make sure it wraps around the elephant nicely to create the Lirali Lorilla we know today. Looks so awesome. I gotta say, I'm even surprised it came out so good. Let's see how she died. Fueled with revenge, she tracked down Crocodilo Bombardiro, but instead of executing the revenge, she dreamed she got captured and shot in the back. Crocodilo Bombardiro is gonna place her against the wall. Now we're ready to see the execution of this minifigure. This is my trusty pellet gun. I've used it before on Huggy Wuggy. Let's see the war crimes happen before us. I'm gonna load it now, and let's aim the pellet gun to the Lirali Lorilla. Boom, I don't think I got her this time. Let's try again. Boom. What, she's still alive? Let's do that again. Whoa, pieces everywhere. All right. Boom. I think she's invincible. Alright, first up, Trollolero Trollala, a shark with Nike sneakers. We're doing 2 builds from a bunch of these parts. First version, we're going full creature build. I found this chunky shark Lego figure, which is close enough. We're gonna mod it to fit the bill. First, let's create the kicks. I know the right guy for the job. Let's use Sonic's red shoes. I know, the meme has blue, but this looks just so right. And I want to give it the third leg at the back by gluing this regular minifigure's leg. You know what time it is? I'll cut his legs in half with this Dremel and use the other half for the Trollolero Trollala. And boom, Trollolero is ready to run laps on a real beach. This looks exactly like the meme. Now version 2. I've got this standard minifigure here and I'm giving him the full party costume treatment. Shark helmet on top. But wait, we need the head first. I'll use this headpiece for the mouth. Let's put the shark's head on now. This looks great. Let's do this dance like in the meme. Now let's clean the slate and compare them too. That's better. We've done it. We did the meme. Let's compare the 2 builds in the dance-off. Alright, which one wins Beaster costume? Let me know in the comments while I dance to Tara la la, Tara la 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 la. Let's open the next box to see who we have next. Can you guess it? Looks like we have a double feature. Burbaloni Luli Loli and Trippy Troppy. First, we're doing Burbaloni Luli Loli and we're building him entirely from bricks. Step 1, the coconut. I'm snapping together these round Lego slopes and panels. Now the head, put it on top and boom, he's ready to roll, literally. Let's give him a proper paint job. I'll completely cover it with brown spray paint. Whoops, I think I overdid, it's dripping paint. Let's do its features now. I'll use this marker to do the eyes now, both of them to be exact. And then the facial features. Look, he's a ball now. Now we need to see how fast he is. Let's give him a rival. It's a bear with a fish head. What is this meme? I'm kit bashing too many figures. I'll use Dolphin's head and this brown body I found in my Lego lot. I'll use clay to make the gut for Trippy Troppy. Then I'll sculpt its detailed features as well. Looks almost like it. I'll do the painting now. I'll try matching the color of the fish in the meme. Now that both eyes are on, let's put it together. Whoa, looks like we did it. Now let's race. I'm lining them up on my table one by one. Everyone has taken their positions. Time to race. Get set and start. Burbaloni rolls like a champion. Trippy stumbles like he's been hit with a tuna. Oh my god, the race is so even. And the winner is Burbaloni Luli Loli. Who's next on the meme list? Who do we have now? Whoa, the plane is landing. Is this gonna be Bombini Gusini? Look, the door is opening. Incoming Bombini Gusini. But wait, this dude has wings. Is that an eagle? It will do. I'm grabbing this eagle minifigure. It's gonna work. Its wings are too small. We need real ones. I'll take this one because I think it has just the right color. I'll strip down some of it and build wings from Lego bricks and strap in them straight onto his sides. Just look at him. He's not flying south. He's flying into combat. Wait, the head is all wrong. We need him to look straight. I'll take the head and drill the back of it with a Dremel like so. And now let's put it in the body. Looks awesome. Now let's give him the Rolls-Royce Merlin engines. This is not your grandma's farm goose. And oh yeah, lore drop. He's the brother of Bombardiero Crocodilo. And because Crocodilo Bombardiero mocked God, he betrayed them both. And just like that, the second Croco-Avian War begins. Let the battle for the Lego skies begin. I'm gonna craft Boneka Ambulabu. I don't know why it exists, but we're building it. It's a tire with legs and a frog head. Step 1, tire. Step 2, let's give it some legs. Now the usual treatment, let's cut it in half. I'm grabbing these two Lego minifig legs, sticking them underneath like cursed little stilts. That's why we're drilling these holes into the tire. Now for the frog head. I'll use this Pepe the Frog 3D printed Lego head, and then it goes right on top of the tire. Boneka Ambulabu is born. Alright, next up, Ballerina Cappuccina. Let's build her from Lego minifigures. Starting with the body. I'm picking this one with a pink tutu and ballerina shoes already printed on. Now for her head, I'm taking this tiny Lego mug. I'll drill into this piece because I want to mount it on the body. Then gluing on two massive googly eyes right on the rim. It's looking like a top-class artist she is. Yep, she's spinning. Ballerina Cappuccina has arrived and she's dancing for her life before she spills. Alright, let's see who's next up by opening this box. Oh wow, it looks like it's Bombardiero Crocodilo. Let's start with the body. I've got this official Lego crocodile figure. He's about to get militarized, but what about the wings? Oh, I know. Boom! Let's take the wings of this crash landing and then fuse them onto his sides. I'm gonna slowly make room for the Lego pieces to go in. And here we go, he's got wings now. Now for the details, I'm adding engines on each wing made from these round pieces. Bombardiero Crocodilo is locked, loaded, and possibly a war criminal. I want to add the back wing for it. Spin him around, show those wings. Alright, let's see if it can fly. 2, 3, go. It exploded. That is not how I thought it would go. Up next is Burrito Bandito. He's not here to build dams, he's here to run the dam racket. Let's cut open this box and see what's inside. Okay, that's interesting. We've got Indiana Jones and Robin Hood from Disney. I know what to do. I'll remove the hat and the head, then I'll borrow the tail of the Mr. Hood. Now let's add the tail to the Indiana Jones like so. Let's add this chipmunk head to this body. Let's not forget the hat. I think he's too happy. Let's give him a frown. Say what you will, he means business. The Bandito isn't quite Bo Burrito, but it will do. Let's set the scene. Bo Burrito struts into the Lego marketplace. He eyes the villager. Nice chicken stand you got here. Shame if something happened to it. Suddenly, Steve shows up.
I am Steve,
says the Steve. And then they fight for who racketeers this town. Let's now create. Patapim! We're building him from a Lego minifigure. Starting from this Avatar figurine who is taller than anything I have. And then I'll use Groot minifigure for the main body. I'll take Avatar's long legs and put it on the Groot. Looks good. You think we can stop here? But that not fun. I'll add his huge stompers on with some Play-Doh. Slowly sculpt the fingers to give it some realism. We are in need of his nose. Just like that. Alright, he looks awesome. I'll skip the tree part for now, and instead of that, I'll add it in the forest to really make it look like it's from the meme. Honestly, I think he's the final evolution of Groot if Groot had tax fraud allegations. Introducing Lapuzo Maruzo. Now, listen, I want to make this for real, so I'm using my own dog, Aristotle. And for the car, I'm gonna steal this whip from the kids. Yeet! Now it's time for an epic montage. King of the office, and yes, he gets all the treats. Tung 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 sahur. Today we're building him out of a minion. Yeah, that's right. I've got this innocent little yellow guy, but not for long. Let's rip off his arms since we don't need them. I don't think I'll ever need them again. Now let's move on to his face with this brown clay. I'll have a rough shape of his face now. I'll make sure to have the eye sockets first, his nose, then let's move on to the fine detail. I'm doing cheekbones now and a little touch up of a nose. Now let's do the other side of the face. I'll draw his smile now and then the detail on his bottom part of the face. Here we go, we're getting somewhere. I need his head to be flat. Boom! Whoa, up close, he looks strange. I'll add Lego eyes to give him his character look. Here we go. Now the trusty paint, I'll color his body to match the clay of his face. Here we go. Now the left arm and the right arm. And for a finale cherry on top, the bat. I'd say he came out fantastic. Looks exactly like the meme. We need an opponent. I know, meet Yarnaby. Let's see if Tung Tung Tungsor has a chance. Bong. Uh-oh, I think we made him too weak. Oof, Yarnaby got him good. These are all the figures I made. I had so much fun making this video. Leave a comment which one is your favorite Italian brain rot. Now the chicken. I'm taking this mini tiger Lego piece and by using the Frankenstein method, I'm turning it into a Minecraft chicken. For that, I'm bringing back fan favorite Dremel. Let's cut off the rear legs for the tiger and I'll make the butt more square. Then I'll shape the head into being square as well. I'll cut both ears off and then proceed to shape the tiger's head into being a square-ish. This is what we got.
Nice.
Then use a little bit of paint to iron out the kinks, and here we go. A Minecraft chicken. Let's take the minifigure from earlier and place it on its back. We did it! It's Yeah, Chicken Jockey. For the brawl, I'll be using a bunch of fighters ready to take on Chicken Jockey. Then, suddenly, boom! Sonic speeds at the scene, but the chicken jockey gets him easily. A lightsaber swings in. Is that Darth Vader? Nobody can beat him. Let's see if Chicken Jockey has a chance. He didn't last long. Is that Steve? Oh, wow, Steve is a little unhinged. You can stop now, Steve. It's over. You won. Alright, it's time to recreate Steve. Now, if you've seen the movie, you know Steve is a little different than the usual Minecraft Steve. First off, he's got a beard and a belly. To make him, I've got a regular Lego minifigures here like this policeman and this lumberjack. I'll take the torso of the regular minifigure and add cop's pants like so. And then we're gonna take the lumberjack's head, place it on the body, and we're getting there. Let's not forget the hair. He definitely looks like Steve now, but in the movie, Steve is a little different. He has a beard and a full-on belly. To make the belly, I'll be using this piece of Play-Doh. Carefully shape it, and it reminds me of something. He kinda looks like Doughy. Alright, how are we going about that beard? Oh, I've got an idea. I'll use the super glue and a few strings of hair to glue them on the face. I'm gonna do the first piece of hair. It's sticky. And the last one.
Wow.
Nice. He looks like a Viking now. We're not done yet. We gotta trim it to its size. And then let's give it a shade of gray like Steve has in the movie. Acrylic paint is the best for this job in my book, and I think we're done. Does he look like movie accurate Steve? Leave a comment below. And now let's do house build scene from the movie where he builds his houses. First one is from dirt. Isn't that nostalgic? Then his second house was a cobblestone house. That's more like it. And then his third house was out of pink wool. All of those poor sheep. This looks awesome. Let's move on to the next scene. While you were not looking, I built this entire official Lego Minecraft village set because we are doing a lava chicken scene from a Minecraft movie. But first things first, we're gonna need villagers to populate our village. First up, the merchant villager. In the movie, he has a blue cloak and llamas to carry things. Hey! To craft him, I'll use these random Lego parts like this minifigure and then this Lego. Let's start from his head. I'll cut off these connectors. I'm gonna fill it in with something. Then I'll do his nose with one of the connector pieces. Let's use super glue so it would stay there. Now I'll draw his frown with a Sharpie. Then a little bit of acrylic paint to give him his robe. And then let's do the hood of the robe. This is what we came up with. Now let's give him his iconic buddy, a llama. Now Lego doesn't make the exact llama I need, so I'm taking our favorite Yarnabee from the last episode. Let's forget what happened to him. Boom, llama acquired. Now don't bother the llama, because you know what happens then. Now we're doing the farmer villager. I have a bunch of Minecraft Lego pieces, so let's see what we can come up with. I'm gonna make a regular villager right now. And now we need the farmer villager as well. Let's not forget his straw hat. And we're done. Here we go. Our little village population is done. Let's recreate the lava chicken scene. Let's put our villagers at the counter. Here's Steve and the gang asking for something to eat. And they make lava chicken, which is hot, hot, hot. Don't worry, Jason Momoa will try out first. And it's too hot, he screams and runs away. Alright, let's build the Piglin army from the Minecraft movie. Despite them being baddies, I really think they are cute. Let's build them from Lego. First up, Piglin Kid. He's small, confused, and honestly scared for his life. Let's construct him from random Lego parts I've got here. I'll take this white torso and let's give it a proper paint job. I'll give it a color purple, obviously, because that's the color of the Piglin Kids. I'll do every side of this minifigure and then let's add the belt to finish the torso. I'll move this to the side and then do the head. I've picked purple color as well. Then my trusty Dremel to cut off the connectors of the Lego piece. This is what we came up with. I want to see where we stand, so I'm going to place the head on the torso. Then I'll use the same connector from earlier to make the Piglin snout and glue it on with the super glue. Then let's do the eyes. They have white eyes as it seems. This is what we came up with so far. Looks great, to be honest. Oh, and my favorite part. Let's do the mini drawing he did in the movie. I'll give the drawing to the Piglin, and let's see what Malgosia has to say about this. But before that, let's create the last Piglin Bowman. For him, I'll use this drowned zombie minifigure. Let's add hands and then the legs. I'll do the head from the same Lego block piece, but this time it's brown. Let's now add the eyes one by one and place it all together. Whoa, he looks awesome. Let's not forget the crossbow. Here we go, he's ready to wreak havoc. Alright, it's time to recreate the real-world humans who ended up in the Minecraft universe. I found them really boring, that's why we're gonna make them better. First up, Garrett. He's a has-been gamer from the 80s and he's built like a vending machine. I'm grabbing this official Lego minifigure. He looks so generic. We're gonna be adding longer hair by cutting them off from the real wig. Snap, 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 we have real hair. Now I'll use super glue to glue the hair on top of the minifigure. Stay with me, this was the most insane thing I've tried yet. You can see me struggling to put the hair on and it just stuck to my fingers. Never try this at home. Second time's the charm. Nope, stuck again. Oh man, the hair had stuck to the head and my fingers. Definitely more glue will help it out. Okay, I'm feeling good about it this time. This is a proof that the hair just stuck to my fingers. Oh wow, he reminds me now of Cousin It from Addams Family. Then let's do the snappy snapping again to reveal his beautiful face. Now that the hair is all in glue, it sticks to everything, but I'm not letting this to stop me. I think it looks a lot more interesting. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Now Henry. He's small but gets into big trouble. I'm using this official Lego figure with a red hoodie. He kinda looks like he has messy hair, so let's add a bunch of Play-Doh to make it even bigger. Oh, I have a feeling he'll look like with an afro. Not that there's any issue with that. I'll use this Lego tool to make the hair marks, and I think we are solid. Finally, let's give him his signature gun. He fires the gun and flies away. Well, guess he's someone else's problem. Next, Natalie. She's just a normal girl, no extra flair. For her, since she has no interesting traits and because she works at the potato chip factory, I'll make her out of a cracker. I'll attach the legs and then the head and the both of the arms. Here we go. We made her far more interesting than in the movie. I'd give her an Oscar if this is how she would turn up in the movie. Finally, Dawn. She's the most stylish one, rocking a full tracksuit. In the movie, she has a mobile zoo, so let's see if she can tame my pet Aristotle. She's offering him a treat. He eats her. Oh wow, this is not how I thought it's gonna go. The whole squad is here. I think we're ready to send them back into Minecraft to save the overworld from Malgosia. Alright, so now it's time to make the main villain of the Minecraft movie, Malgosia. She's terrifying. Imagine a piglin sorceress living in the nether wearing robes. But the worst part, she hates creativity. So let's craft her by being creative. I'm starting with this pig minifigure, but that's way too cute. So I'm taking these bricks and I'll take apart this piggy and keep her head. Then out of these bricks, I'll assemble a rough shape of Malgosia. We kinda don't care about the correct shape because we will be covering it up with a robe. For the eyes, I'll use these diamonds because she has glowing eyes in the movie. To insert them, I'll use my trusty Dremel to scoop out the piggy's head so I could insert the eyes one by one. Let's insert the crystals now. And whoa, this looks horrible. Alright, what do you guys think about her so far? Leave a comment below. Does it look bad? Now let's give her the robe. For that, I'll have to use this cloth. Let's put it on and whoa, this not come together at all. Well, she's a baddie, that means it's good she turned out bad. In the movie, she has this spooky staff, and for that, I'll be using this traffic light and give it to her like so. And ta-da! Okay, now that we finished her, we can say for certain that it did not turn out good at all. I really thought the robe would solve it, but it just not. But the show must go on. That's why let's put her in her awesome throne so she can rule over Nether. And for the final showdown, I'll build this Nether portal so that she could take over the overworld. I'll use these bricks to build like in Minecraft. Let's build the walls first. How many of you know what's the correct size for obsidian blocks to open Nether portal? Leave a comment below if you know. Look, our portal almost works like a door. Alright, it's time to assemble our army and try to take over the overworld. We've got piglins moving in, and then the Great Hog. Watch out, Steve, they're coming. Now we're gonna do the most epic scene in the movie, the final battle. Malgosia has gathered her army in the overworld and is attacking our heroes. The piglins are eager to fight. Henry uses his potato gun and he's gone. This leaves Steve and Garrett to save the world, and Natalie? Garrett is having a massive fight with a piglin. Steve sees an opportunity to get even with Malgosia. He's on a frenzy, destroying the big hog as well. The piglin had no chance.
I'm Steve.
Henry is back. He just missed all the fun. That was fun. And here is Pinky. Oh man, she looks adorable, like the super nice girl in your class who always reminds the teacher about homework. You just know she's got straight A's. To make her out of Lego, we're gonna combine this little princess and this bunny. Wait till you see what happens. I'm gonna put the legs on and now we're missing ears. That's what this bunny is here for. I'll take this tiny saw blade and unattach his ears. Let's do the left one now. We're getting there. Whoa, I think we got it. Let's do the right one now. This one's a little trickier. Nice. Now I'll place the base minifigure and glue those ears in, like so. And let's do some painting. It's a lot more difficult to match the color than it looks like. It came out nice. I'll do the eyes now with acrylic paint, and let's do the little mouth to give her character. Almost forgot the cute bow tie. Let's take a look at her card now. Interesting. She's got a night shift job at a restaurant. Sounds kind of sketchy. Also, she's got a massive crush on Gray. Okay, but now let's see what happens when she goes cursed. Oh no, that is horrifying. She's completely messed up, missing an arm and half of her face. Pinky, what happened to you? I guess we will find out. To make her cursed, I'll use this tiny saw. I'll carefully sculpt her face with this saw blade. She has half her face gone, so let's do that now. This is very hard to do, so don't try this at home. Alright. Looks like half of her face is messed up. Now let's cut off her arm completely and then wound another arm. She definitely looks like something from a horror game. I'll add some paint to show blood. Gross. Did she got into an accident or something? Now we've completed it. Looks horrible. She's sad and messed up. I'm not sure I want to know what happened to her, but let's see it anyway. Oh, wow. Turns out she worked at the FNAF restaurant and she actually tried to mess up Gray on their date with Wenda. But plot twist, she horribly failed, and in defense, Gray accidentally oofed her. She's definitely not the good girl we thought she was. Whoa, we've got Wenda all grown up and looking awesome. She's rocking a new look, way more mature. Gotta say, from the smirk on her face, she kinda looks like she's got a plan cooking. To make her, I'm gonna turn on my night goggles. Aha, there's a ghost right there. Let's catch it. I will use this ghost minifigure and turn it into Wenda. Let's see what's underneath. It's plain white. Oh well, but that means we have a clean slate. I'm taking it apart and gonna use acrylic to do the legs first. In the game, She has black shorts. Let's paint carefully. I'll do my best, not overdo it. All right, I think we did it. Now, I'm realizing she has a tail. I know the right guy for the job.
Hello.
Tails, I'll take him apart and cut the second tail with these wire cutters. This job needs precision. Then I'll paint it white. Let's move on to the torso. In the game, she has this awesome sweater. Let's recreate it with some paint as well. All right, easy does it. Looks like it's coming together. Next and final piece. Okay, orange just leveled up. That red jacket, and look at that smug face. He knows he's the main character. Let's recreate him in Lego. To craft him, I'll kit bash these figures to make something that resembles him. I'll take this mini figure, take his torso, and slap it on these red pants. Next, I'll slap on this rescue vest since we want to simulate his puff jacket. I'll also add this backpack just because I can. Then I'll add his orange head. And now, we're gonna give him black gloves because they look cool. I'll quickly add the paint job so that the life jacket would turn into his puff jacket. Let's move on to the eyes. I'll continue to use regular paint for that, and a little mouth to finish it up. Wait, we're missing his iconic antennas. Let's do them by using sticky gum. I'll do right one first and then the left one, and gonna add the zipper for a final touch. It came out a lot better than I thought it would. Let's take a look at his card now. Wants to be a drummer. Okay, fits his style. Is obsessed with Poppy's playtime. Uh-oh, is that foreshadowing? Let's find out by making him cursed. Oh, whoa, this is intense. We can see his heart beating. The entire rib cage open. Let's do this. For that, I'll use a Dremel for scooping out his inside. Let's take our time doing that. Do you want to know what's inside the minifigure? I'm scooping the front piece of his chest to reveal what's inside. It's hollow. Next, I had an idea to upgrade his antennas, so I'm drilling straight into his head. Let's fill it with some Play-Doh parts. I'll add his guts and then use Twizzlers to shape them together. Then let's do the heart and a touch of red paint to simulate the blood. For a finished touch, I'll draw the horrific mouth. Alright, this guy looks awesome. Which version do you prefer? Leave a comment below. And now, let's see what happened to him. I can see he met Huggy Wuggy and didn't survive to tell the tale. Well, that explains the injuries. Veneria got a massive glow up. Look at that coat. She's rocking cool vibes now. Let's recreate her in Lego. I'm starting with a bunch of Lego pieces that look normal, but actually isn't. I'll shake them to reveal the mini figure. Here we go. You can see already what I'm going for. This mini figure has the colors we are looking for and this big head that is made out of velvet. Now, for the hair. I'm doing it with green Play-Doh since she has her hair as vines. I'm shaping those vines right now with these Twizzlers. Now, I'll do the left eye and then the right eye. She looks so real. Oh, I forgot her fur collar. I'll do that by using a piece of string and wrap it around her neck. That's it. We've got Veneria locked and loaded. Let's check her card. Is in a happy relationship with Mr. Fun Computer. Cute. Short-tempered? Okay, I couldn't tell by the looks of it. Now, let's see what she looks like when cursed. Oh, that's disturbing. Her eyes are out. She looks like she belongs in a haunted greenhouse. Needs a little gardening, doesn't even begin to cover this. Let's build her. Just gonna temporarily remove what I added, like the hair and stuff. And for her tentacle eyes, I'll use these human eye pieces. Let's add one and then another. Let's change the color of her hair real quick to this pumpkin color shade. Whoa, this is cursed on so many levels. Alright, let's see her card now. She found pictures of Pinky on Mr. Fun Computer's hard drive and went full haywire. Well, that explains a lot. I knew Mr. Fun Computer is not so fun. Next, we've got Gray all grown up. He looks cool, and listen to that noise he's making. Okay, that's actually kinda sick. He's got major cool kid energy. Let's make him out of Lego minifigures. What does this dead guy and Mickey Mouse have in common with Gray? Nothing. Let's create Gray. I'm gonna take this dead guy and remove what we don't need. I'll keep his hands and his legs. For his head, I'm gonna use this Mickey Mouse and remove his head. Now, I'm gonna paint the whole head gray, including the ears. Let's do the eyes now, one by one. Let's not forget the smile. For his torso, I'll use this black body I had lying around. Now, let's put the whole thing together. Oh wow, what an awesome look. Next up is Mr. Fun Computer, and honestly, he hasn't changed a bit in my opinion. Still looks like a total nerd, but now with a slightly bigger brain. The guy definitely upgraded his internals for this one. Now, it's impossible to make a desktop from a regular minifigure, so I'm going brick built for this one. I know it's technically cheating, but stay with me. Just stacking up these parts, shaping the monitor, and honestly, he turned out awesome in my opinion.
Nice.
Let's see what he's up to now. Alright, he's dating Venaria. Didn't see that one coming. Says here he's actually pretty chill in person. Nice. Time to see the cursed version. Okay, he looks like he's summoning Cthulhu or something from those symbols on his screen. And his computer case looks ruined. Seriously, who got to him? To find him, let's transform him into a cursed version. Now, by using this saw blade, I'm gonna saw off a bunch of parts from him. It's gonna take a while. Anyway, we're done with the case. Why stop here? Let's do his monitor next. I'll make a couple indentations here and there. Let's cut the table in half. And now, I'm gonna put everything together. What do you think, guys? Did we go overboard? Nah. Let's see his card now. Venaria oofed him after going haywire. So, it was her? I thought they were in a relationship. Oh no. He refused to show her his secret folder. Alright, that kind of makes sense now. I wonder what's in that folder. First up, we're recreating one of the most terrifying characters in Squid Game. It's the doll! In the TV show, she's watching every move the players make. Lego doesn't exactly make this minifigure. So I grabbed this random yellow minifigure, slapped on a dress that I stole from this Barbie. I'll cut it down to fit the figure's shape. Let's slap it on and see what it looks like. Not much now. And wait, she's a bald doll now? Let's fix that. I'll put on this wig from Poppy Playtime and paint it black. Does she look like a Roblox character now? We're gonna need to paint her eyes to correct that. Let's do her smile now. And we can't forget about the red cheeks. Nice. Look how creepy it looks. Finally, to recreate the red light, green light challenge, let's pick her opponent from the Poppy Playtime cast. Is it gonna be Yarnaby?
Nope.
I've got it. It's my personal favorite, Huggy Wuggy. Look at it. This is made out of Lego bricks and it's huge. Let's put it in his spot. Look how huge he is compared to this tiny doll. She has no chance against him. He's just gonna eat her. Watch out. Spit her out. Spit her out, Wuggy. He's not listening. Dude, let her go. It's the only one we've got. Did you really just ate her whole? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to make a bigger version. For that, I'll be building this Squid Game doll out of these bricks. That took an effort. Let's put it in her spot. Look how tall she is compared to the Huggy Wuggy. Now, let's start the red light, green light challenge. Go! Huggy's off to a strong start. Oh wow, he's fast. Red light, everyone stop. Huggy Wuggy has been caught by the Squid Game doll and you know what happens next. Since he's large, regular weapons don't do damage to him. That's why I brought more firepower. Say goodbye, Huggy Wuggy. Let's load up this pellet gun and pray for Huggy Wuggy. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Well, looks like Huggy's out. What's the next challenge? Time for the next challenge, a classic Squid Game nightmare, the glass bridge. And our brave contestant, none other than Pianosaurus. But we need a Pianosaurus for this challenge. That's why I grabbed this awesome real dinosaur and I'm gonna spray paint it green like in the game. Couple sprays here and there, nice.
Damn, son.
Oh wow, he's turning out amazing already. A little Play-Doh for his teeth. I'm painstakingly drawing every piano tooth. So far, it's turning out way better than I expected. Look at this guy. He kind of looks like that dinosaur from Jurassic Park. And then I'm adding the colorful spikes on his back. Let me draw the eyes now. Isn't he amazing? What do you think? And I drew his belly while you weren't looking. We've got a tiny Pianosaurus. Look at this little guy. Now let's see if he has any luck on the glass bridge. Alright, he's getting ready, and go. So far, so good. He's halfway there. I think he's actually gonna make it. Oh, now the glass broke, but he jumped in time. Let's see that in replay. Yes! He did it! Take that Squid Game doll! Now it's time for the ultimate competition, and you won't believe what's at stake here. Cash. Where is it? Oh, right, I haven't made it yet. It's about money like you see in the show. In this one-of-a-kind piggy bank, I'll craft it using this sphere and see-through Lego parts. I'll glue Piggy's snout right here, then both eyes right here. I'll carefully add each ear. We have Piggy's face. Let's move on to the left foot and the right foot. For a final touch, Piggy tail. Here's all the money I got. Make it rain, baby. Now it's time to seal it for the contestants. Looks good. But wait, here comes the Squid Game doll and her guards to take them away. We've got all challenges lined up, and first up is, of course, green light, red light challenge. Green light! Everyone starts running. This looks tense. Red light, and just like that, Squid Game doll catches this particular contestant. Look away. Lego pieces are everywhere. Luckily, our Poppy Playtime characters survived. Let's move on, it's time for the tug of war. It's not just about strength. Yarnaby looks ready, and beneath them we got this deadly inferno. And start the challenge. Yarnaby is giving it his all, but the other contestants are going strong. Oh no, he's out. Just like in the game, Yarnaby Fail is consumed by the fire. Oh my god, he's in so much pain. Make it stop, please. We're diving into the cookie challenge. Let's start the challenge. Everyone's struggling, and it's looking grim for our contestants. Here comes Doey. He looks like he's onto something. So here's a cookie for you. Let's see how others do it. Looks like not much progress. Let's see what Doey is up to. Holy cow, he got the job done. Doey, you are genius. Time for the glass bridge. One step and it's game over. Yeah, we've got the first contestant already on the bridge. Oh no, she fell through almost halfway through. Now it's Doey's turn. Will the bridge hold him? It does. Let's see how he does on his next step. He's taking his time to make decision where to go. No way. He doesn't reach the end. Now these two contestants are left. Which one will go first? Of course, it's the contestant. Okay, so far so good. He's now further than Doey made it through. Well, that was kinda expected. Now we have Pianosaurus for this epic last stint. Oh wow, he looks a lot more confident than previous contestants. Look at his speed, he's almost there. And he makes it, that's amazing. Well, it looks like we've reached the finale. And Pianosaurus is the winner of Squid Game Challenge. And the cash prize is his to claim. But hold up, where's the piggy bank? And all of those gorillion dollars? Is that Huggy Wuggy? There's no way he survived that. He's escaping with the cash. And just like that, the prize money is gone. That's it for today, folks. Comment below. What do you want to see next? See you next time. Next up, we're bringing in one of the coolest characters from Poppy Playtime, Yarnaby. He's cute, fluffy, and a little unhinged, but today he's facing off in one of the most brutal Squid Game challenges, Tug of War. For that, I ordered Poppy Playtime Lego. Let's see what we have inside. Wait, that's not what I ordered. Oh, well, this will have to do for now. Let's name him Aristotle because he looks very smart, and we're gonna make him into real-life Yarnaby. Let's use this clown wig that I made for him and turn it into Yarnaby curls. Look at him, he looks almost exactly like the real Yarnaby. Now let's see how well he's gonna do against the Squid Game contestants. For that, I've glued Squid Game contestant minifigures to the rope and then give the other end to Aristotle, Yarnaby, and go! Oh wow, that was over before it even started. Turns out our Yarnaby is way too strong. We're gonna have to scale him down. Say goodbye to Aristotle. In the previous episode, I have built this Lego Yarnaby minifigure from the lion. We're gonna use him for recreating the real Squid Game Tug of War challenge. This time, with a fair fight. Let's see on this round if they can take him down. And pull! The minifigures dig in, but Yarnaby is holding strong. Oh, he pulled them off the edge. Oh no, he's still overpowered. Yarnaby is a winner for now. You thought the last round was wild? Just wait until you see this, because we're recreating one of the most intense Squid Game challenges, the Cookie Challenge. But first, let's make the cookies from scratch. I'm gonna place this pan here and pour a bunch of sugar. Who cares about measurements? Just gotta heat this up, add some baking soda, and wait, this smells burnt. Oh no, abort. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Let's try and make it into a cookie. Oof, that's not happening. That definitely looks like something I wouldn't try to eat. Since my cooking skills are trash, I'll use these already made cookies to simulate the scene. But we are gonna need a contestant from Poppy Playtime, and for that, I chose Doey, our next competitor. I made him in the previous episode out of minifigures and dough. I chose him because he's got a big belly and is known for being snacky. Is this gonna be an issue? Nah, it'll be fine. For this challenge, minifigures will use Lego cookies and Doey a real cookie. He looks overwhelmed. The goal, cut out the shape without breaking it. Let's see how Doey does it. Okay, he's not rushing. Let's see how other contestants are doing. This dude is doing great. I think this girl have solved it. Let's get back to Doey. Wait, where's your cookie? You ate it? Oh no, that's an instant fail. Here's the guard next to him. Say bye-bye to Doey. This is a Nerf gun. I want to give it an extra punch. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Well, looks like Doey didn't make it. RIP, buddy. Maybe next time don't eat the challenge. Wait, what's happening? Doey is slowly getting back in shape. Well, of course, because he's made out of dough. He's back to live another day. Alright, up next, one of the cuddliest, most innocent looking creature in all of Poppy Playtime. Except for one tiny little problem, he's an uncontrollable monster cut of the leash by the terrifying doctor who's been hunting you the entire game. Meet Yarnaby. I made this cutout to keep us company. While we are going to be making it out of minifigure, speaking of which, this lion figurine lying around looks similar to him already, so I'll be adding some paint to his curls, nice colorful yarn curls. Lovely, one side is done, time for the other. Final touches, and here we are. What to do with his nose? I've got it, I'll cut his face off with an angle grinder. Just kidding. I'll just use some Play-Doh to make his face rounders like so, and attach these awesome googly eyes, left and right. I'm gonna use this Sharpie to carefully draw the face line and the mouth. Take a look at him. Isn't he cute? These two are indistinguishable, and now he's gonna get what he deserves because I've prepared the final stage for him, the place where Yarnaby meets his doom. Behold a pit of fire. Yeah, this is real fire, trust me, bro. And now for the grand finale, justice must be served. Yarnaby is about to jump. Fear not, he falls into the pit. Goodbye, buddy. And now, a dramatic event, I built this large Yarnaby to burn it alive. Oh crap, it's really on fire. Say goodbye for good. His face fell off. See ya. Hope I never meet ya. And just like that, he's gone. Alright, Pianosaurs, just look at this thing. It's a literal dinosaur that can play Beethoven. For that, I recreated the set from the game where a bunch of dead guys was lying around. And our Pianosaurus minifigure is lying scattered all over the place. Let's take that, and that. Thank you very much. Yoink, screw you. Let's build it right now. Easy does it, almost complete. I'm gonna be painting his head with the Sharpie. You'll just see why. Couple straight lines here. My hands are shaky. Now we're adding this helmet. Ta-da! It's the piano teeth. Unfortunately, this looks nothing like him. This time, I'm gonna have to do this for real, with these real bricks. Let's start with torso. Add these hind legs. Then add the other side. Then let's switch to the tail. Then add the other side. And the last piece, let's move on to the neck. Finally, his head. Let's do his face now. Add the left eye and the right eye, then his piano mouth. Then we have his little funny feet, almost like it except for his iconic colored back. For that, I'll use these cheese slopes. Let's do his last piece now. I'd say he's the coolest looking monster of the bunch for sure. Our Lego Pianosaurus is alive! But Pianosaurus doesn't get a happy ending, because if you played the game, you know what happens next. That's right, Doughy eats him alive. And I'm gonna recreate it. Sorry buddy, but Doughy's hungry. Oh! That was brutal. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. Oh well, no more piano lessons for me. I'm so hungry. Next, I'll be using these three colorful minifigures to combine it into arguably everyone's favorite character. Can you guess who it is? It's Doughy. Now, if you haven't played the game yet, Doughy is already one of the most lovable characters in the whole roster. He's made out of kid souls and real Play-Doh, so let's bring him to life. Let's get back to the minifigure and upgrade it with some Play-Doh. Time to give him some extra squish. Add some here, add some there. Take away here by carefully adding the orange left arm right here. And let's move to the right side and add yellow Play-Doh. Done. Look at it. I forgot his legs. Let me sort that out. Boosh. Here it is. He looks almost exactly like the original, just as enormous. Now for his face. Doughy has his black eyes and mouth as if drawn with a Sharpie. Let's use this Sharpie for his face. Can he use Sharpie on a Play-Doh? Oh well, we'll find out. Surprisingly works well. I recommend doing this at home. I don't know why, but he already looks like the most heartbroken Lego figure in existence. Oh, and I forgot his little top hat, and now he's complete. Look at the guy. One of Doughy's coolest traits is how he can squeeze through tight gaps and appear in the most unexpected places. So, let's see if our Lego Doughy can pull that off. That's why I built this wall just big enough for Doughy to maybe squeeze through. first we gotta try with the regular minifigure. In you go, little buddy. Success. We gotta find out if Doughy can fit through this. Let's try this again. Just try harder. Dude, now I broke the entire thing. This is what's left of him. I guess he's not the real Doughy after all.
Nope.
Next up, I'm building your favorite Poppy Playtime nightmare, Catnap. I know he's not in the game, but I want to build him so much. To build him, I'll take this regular Lego minifigure, and let's look in this crate of random Lego dudes to kit bash. Let's see what we have here. Oh, let's take this Catman, because he's already a cat and has a tail. And this cyclist. I'm gonna need his hands. Okay, let's remove the tail from the Catman, and then his head. Let's take apart the regular minifigure, and then add back the tail, and then the head. Whoa, looks awful. Look at him, he's also surprised. Let's fix it by painting it. Time to paint it purple. Alright, the color's looking good. I can already see the resemblance. Oof, he's looking too real. Time for his iconic moon necklace. Nice. Okay, it turned out kind of cute. Now for the hands. Where is he going? I'll take it from here. Give me your hands. It doesn't come off easy. You can see I'm really struggling here. I'm gonna need something bigger than this. These pliers are exactly what I need. Bam! Ta-da! Right, let's give him to the Catnap. See, I learned from my mistake earlier. You know what? He kinda looks it. What do you think, real Catnap? Me too, Catnap. Me too. But wait, something's coming. Oh my god, it's Yarnaby, the most horrifying creature in all of Poppy Playtime. And now he's here to stalk poor Catnap. Look, he's already hunting him down. But Catnap isn't scared, because he's got his deadly red gas. For that, I'll be using this very questionable smoke bomb I found buried in 2004. Whoa, this is way stronger than I expected. Look at all that smoke. Yarnaby doesn't stand a chance. Wait, oh no, the smoke did nothing. Everybody run! Next up, the star of the show herself, Poppy. But since I don't have an actual Poppy figure, why don't LEGO release official set? We're gonna have to fix that by taking the next best thing. Think I can make it into Poppy? She's tiny in the game. Now, let's see if we can find something better. Right, looks nothing like Poppy.
Nope.
This is an old Sleeping Beauty figurine that I stole from my sister, and now it's time to turn her into Poppy. First up, the hair. This looks nothing like Poppy. She needs a haircut for sure. Let's see if these minifigures might help. Maybe this one? It's close, but no cigar. Maybe this one? Wrong shape, but she has a ponytail. Not what we're looking for. Oh, this Fortnite minifigure might be what we're looking for. Let's take the hair. Thank you very much. Ooh, she's not happy.
What are you doing?
Poppy has these nice bright red curls. Let's paint them with this red chalk marker. Easy does it. This is so much harder than it looks like. Done. Look how beautiful it turned out. And I definitely didn't use any brushes. Let's carefully remove her blonde hair and add the right ones in. Oh no, what just happened? I did some off-screen magic because the hair would not put on. Hold on. Is it me or just turned Sleeping Beauty into a cursed Annabelle doll? Do you think this looks like Annabelle or Poppy? Leave a comment below, what do you think? Moving on before my furniture starts to float. Now for the dress. Poppy's got that old-timey doll look, so let's swap this sparkly pink gown for something way creepier. For that, I'll dip her into a can of blue paint. In you go. Now this is epic, and I definitely did paintbrush at a camera. A lot easier than painting faces. Speaking of faces, let's do her red cheeks for the final touch. That's the easiest part so far. Okay, now she's staring into my soul. And of course, she's complete. Wait, something's coming. Oh no, not Yarnaby. Poppy, run! Poppy needs help to protect herself from this monster. That's Kissy Missy. She's scaring Yarnaby away. That's why she's just the sweetest. Next up, we're making one of the loveliest monsters in the Poppy Playtime universe, Kissy Missy. In the game, Kissy Missy looks burned. She barely escaped the prototype and now she's terrified. So, let's recreate her. I've got this bootleg Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy figures here in the poppy fields at the end of the game, and for our actual purpose, we're gonna use this Huggy Wuggy minifigure right here, which we're about to ruin it. First up, we gotta switch up the colors. Let's spray paint her. Before doing so, I'll cover details so we won't spray over it. Look how silly it looks. I'll also remove the hands. Let's spray the minifigure. I'm carefully coating the figure in pink, trying to cover every gap. It's all done now. Then I'll uncover her face. Then both of the eyes. Look how awesome it looks. Huggy Wuggy is now Kissy Missy. And add back the hands. Speaking of hands, I've noticed she has hers barely hanging on in the game, and Lego doesn't bend this way. So I've come up with a solution to use this soldering tool and melt the hand into position. This thing goes through Lego like butter. It feels illegal to make it. Look at that. You could say it came from the factory. Now we'll dress it with some dough to make it look like she's barely holding herself together. She's almost done, but we're not stopping there. We need burns. To add those, we'll use a lighter, flamethrower. Okay, this might be a bad idea, but it's for accuracy, people. Don't try this at home. Whoa, flame is real hot. Oh no, she's on fire. Put it out, put it out. Look at that. It looks exactly like it does in the game. Scorched, broken, and absolutely traumatized. Honestly, now she looks like she needs therapy. Oh, I really want to create the mutant Doughy from the end of the game where he is going absolutely nuts. To build that, we will need something similar, and for that, I'm going to use Pianosaurus from earlier because Doughy ate him. It's logical. Are those robots with more arms? This thing is scary. Place it here and move on to the head. For that, I'll use these Play-Doh leftovers. Let's add the dough here and now. For the upper lip, I'll add a lump here. Let's shape into the position. Here we go. And now for those robot heads and arms coming out of his mouth, I'll use this Minions figure. Rip its arms off. Let's add these robot hands into the mouth. I'll take this gray default head and place it in the mouth of the Doughy. Now it looks like he's giving you the finger. Then I'll add this piece to this piece, and we'll add this piece here. Now let's add the head to the body, is what we come up with. Not gonna lie, this looks a lot more scary than the original. Oh, and I forgot to add his little bucket hat. Now he's complete. Next up, Nightmare Critters. I'm recreating these insane critters from Chapter 4 where a horde of these nightmare-inducing critters attack you constantly. For the first figure, I'll do Elastigator. No, not that one. I'm gonna take this Yoda figure and bash it together with this dinosaur dude. I've picked him because of the tailpiece at the back. Let's see what we got. Doesn't look much yet, but we'll add him his signature evil smile with this Sharpie. Much better already. Now I'll draw this crossbone on his chest. And for the finishing touch, I'll add Yoda hands to this critter. Of course, I wasn't struggling to take them off. Finally, he's complete. Elastigator in the flesh. Is it just me, or is this giving off serious Teletubby vibes? But Alastor isn't alone. I'm also making Simon Smoke. No, not that one. For this one, I'm using this Fortnite minifigure. Come on, do the emote. Since it's kind of the color we need, I'll just give it a cursed smile, and making it way more scary. What are you looking at, Yoda?
What the hell am I looking at?
Then I'll add these tiny horns I found lying around. Time to stick them on with sticky gum.
Yeah.
Yep, instant flashbacks from the game. The final critter is gonna be my favorite of the bunch, Baba Chops. For that, I'll take these minifigures, which kinda looks the part already, and shake them like so. Ta-da! Baba Chops. All that's left is his chest piece. Where are we gonna get it? I have a clue. Don't mind if I do. I'll use these Twizzlers so I won't break it. Too late. That's the stuff. Much better. Be sure to subscribe because tomorrow I will recreate Sonic in Lego. Who's your favorite? Leave it down in the comments.